Hi, everybody. It is Friday, October 20th, and this is Mr. Eichler's weekly webcast. To start off with, I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming in and joining me for conferences this week. It was great seeing everybody, talking about how well things are going with the kids, and just touching base with everybody. Thank you all for attending conferences and making them so smooth and enjoyable. Also, thank you to all of the parents who donated to our book buyers group and helped bolster our library this week. Many more books to be added to our reading group selections as well as the individual library. So thank you all for your donations. I greatly appreciate it. Speaking of donations, our PTA'Mazing Race is deep in fundraising mode here, and our last count day was today. Our next count day is Monday, October 23rd, and today's count day, well, we raised over $2,961. So bravo, everybody. Thank you all so much. We not only made our Tier 3 goal, but our Tier 4 goal as well. So they have gotten their 5 homework passes and a game day, which they're all jumping up and down and screaming about, and they can't wait for. And that will be happening in a couple of weeks. We are now moving to a Tier 5 and Tier 6 potentially prize levels. The Tier 5 goal was a PJ day, which some of them kind of went, ugh. So we will have a discussion about what kind of a dress-up wear day we might have. And then a Tier 6 day, if we hit that goal. And that is a movie and popcorn day. So perhaps maybe we'll go back to a PJ day if we end up with our movie day, because, hey, why not lay around in PJs and watch movies all day, right? So again, thank you all so much. And I just got this in an email for an added incentive on Monday. There will be a special incentive for every class that has at least half of the students bring in any monetary donation. Their classroom will be entered in a drawing to win a classroom playground pack, and this includes kickball, football, basketball, playground chalk, all kinds of goodies for the kids to use during recess. So that'd be cool. I'd love to get in on something like that. So again, thank you all so much for your donations. Moving on, Rube Goldberg. It has begun, the greatest STEM project ever. I will be up front. I tell the kids up front, it is doubtful we will make this thing go around the room. 29 kids, all with a rather very elaborate Rube Goldberg machine, everybody working, all clocks striking midnight at the same time. It is a daunting task. I'm not worried about the end result. What I'm worried about is the process, the learning that goes on here, and that is what makes this project so wonderful, because there is so much of it. Don't panic. Nothing is due until Friday, November 3rd, so we have plenty of time. You can look in your child's STEM folder in their journals for all kinds of information about the project, including a rubric, which will tell you exactly how many of what components will get them how many points, how many less of some components. Dominoes. We don't like dominoes. How many less of things we can get to earn more points. There is also a grid in there that will show table space, both available on top of the table, underneath the table, and on the chair, on the back of the chair. I'm falling off the camera here. On the back of the chair, on the bottom of the chair, and of course underneath the chair. So there's all kinds of space that they can go up, down, and zigzag around on. And really, they're really open and to be creative and to be imaginative here. And yes, parents, you can help with this project, at least in the initial stages. But do let them do it. Just kind of maybe guide and nudge and steer in the right directions, if you know what I mean. Help them to line it up. Help them to understand the cause and effect relationships that are going on here. Help them to understand the mechanics of the simple machines that we're using here, so that when they do bring their machines in on the 3rd and begin to set them up with everybody else around the room, that they can make the adjustments that they may need to make in order to make this work here in the classroom versus at home on the floor. So, and there will be some adjustments that need to be made always. Speaking of STEM days, we need some help. I need some help. I need some volunteers. I sent a thing out earlier this week, and many people have stepped up. I could still use a few more for all the dates. Speaking of which, that is Friday, October 27th. That's next Friday. And this will be our shelter building STEM project. And I could use 1 or 2 more parents with that. And there's 2 sessions with that, 8:15 to 9 a.m. and then 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. In between that will be the culminating activity for the PTA'Mazing Race. Then we have our second STEM day. This is an additional STEM day, showcase day, that a smaller group of classes have been asked to participate in. And that will be Wednesday, November the 8th from 8 a.m. to 11:15. And this will be our first chance to get our Rube Goldberg machines to go around the room. We won't have everybody here. Our AC kids will be in Target that day, and they will be doing a STEM thing in their Target room. But we'll have most of us here, and it'll give us a good idea of what we need to do for the real Rube Goldberg Day, which is Tuesday, November 14th. And again, that time will be from 8 until 11:15 in the morning. And this will be the day all 29 kids, all 29 machines working perfectly to hit that easy button. It could happen. Moving on, Adobe Spark Video. Thank you all for downloading that, for those that did. If you didn't get a chance, if you could do that over the weekend, that'd be wonderful. Also, while I'm thinking about it, check for updates on your iOS. Many updates have been trickling through, and make sure all your apps are up to date as well. Adobe Spark Video, you do need to set up an account under your email, so please, if you could set them up an account under that. Do not buy anything. You do not need to subscribe. You don't need to do anything to purchase any of the in-game or in-app purchases, rather. So no, don't buy anything. Everything they need, it's already right there. And a reminder for next Friday is the big parking lot culminating party for our PTA fundraiser. There's going to be huge, crazy, cool stuff going on here, both in the parking lot and the building. And do remember, if your kids make that top goal for individual donations, that they will be invited to spend the night here at TRIT with all the teachers that are spending the night. I will be here earlier in the evening, but I have a commitment on Saturday, so I cannot do the overnight. But I will be here through the evening supporting and doing and having fun. So please do come and join us, even if you don't make that $300 goal. Join us out in the parking lot for just a lot of fun and good times. That's it. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.